Morning, Mr. Mayor and
You would,
members.
for the record, just give us your name and your city or
Gary
county of
Parker.
residence.
I reside at 1350 Doe Valley Drive, Lithonia, Georgia, which is in DeKalb County. I'm here. I know the topic will be changing just a tidbit. I'm here, Mr. Mayor, to ask you and the councils for your help, to help me, to help you, to deal with the problems of youth violence and Black male homicide. Many years ago, I think it was in 1989, I was at a conference in Washington, D.C. involving Black male homicides. And it became very clear to everyone here that those problems are problems in the Black community, for the Black community, and the Black community have to embrace and take responsibility in addressing those problems and understand that it is not solely the government responsibility to address those problems. I have represented and sat with probably 50 killers over my career. And in death penalty cases, one of the things we do is go back and look at childhoods. And those are the things we save people's lives because kids are traumatized, come up in all kinds of situations. And typically, the people I've dealt with are poor people. The mothers are poor, and generally, they don't have people speaking up and speaking in their interests. And so what I'm trying to accomplish and helping the sheriff, countrymen here, is to start on the front end. And in order to start on the front end, we need someone that's going to be able to sit with mothers, low income and poor mothers, and build a bond, develop a relationship, and get them to come into this cooperative stance to address this problem. Dr. Sullivan said in '89 when I was at a conference in DC, that much of the health problems within the Black community can be traced to the erosions of values like family, community, and personal responsibility. Our only hope for solving those problems lies in returning to and rebuilding those basic, essential institutions and values. That's what we want to embark on and start here in Columbus, Georgia. I understand and understand this. Many of the mothers of criminal defendants are poor women. We need someone that can have that kind of relationship and credibility that they can develop that relationship with them to get to work on this. I've talked with Sheriff Countryman, and I truly believe, Mr. Mayor, that your assistant police chief, Joyce Dent-Fitzpatrick, would be the perfect candidate to assist in getting this kicked off. We have to have a woman at the forefront. We have to have a Black woman. But we have to have the right one to develop the kind of rapport that needs to be developed. I understand now she's working from home, and I have a personal ask of you, Mr. Mayor, and this council, is to allow her to go and work in conjunction with Sheriff Countryman, the way to address this from the very beginning. Now, just to know this, you only have 7 weeks in this budget year. I talked to Sheriff Countryman. He said that if he needed to hire her, that you did a budget adjustment, he could do that. But he was not going to do that unless he had a buy-in by the city council. The other way you could deal with her being there working on this is just leave her in the police department budget for 7 weeks. July 1st, she's going to go work for the sheriff. The sheriff says he's excited to work with her up until July 1, but after July 1, he wants her to work for her. So what I need from you, Mr. Mayor, and this council is to take the necessary steps to allow her to go there starting tomorrow morning to work with him on this issue. I am not being paid by anybody to come here. I am here to speak in the interest of Black women in general, and more specifically, poor Black women. You would not know how it feels to sit and stare a mother in the eyes when the government is trying to kill all 3 of her sons. In all of these situations, mothers feel that they are to blame, and they're not. But we are not going to address this, fix this, unless we start on the front end. And that's what I need your help in buy-in on. I need Joyce Dent-Fitzpatrick to go and start working with the sheriff to help get that done. And I'm just asking you to make that happen so that she can start doing that tomorrow. Right now, Mr. Mayor, she's at home, working from home. And I can tell you this, working on this issue on the front end is going to be much more important and much more vital to this city, because all of us have a responsibility to take those tears out of this woman's eyes. I know what it is to bury a child. And in every murder case, remember this, there are 4 victims, the defendant, the victim, and both their mothers. Thank you so
Parker, I
much.
appreciate you being here. And I'll tell you what we will do. This is much bigger than just to sit around the table and make a motion and start talking about shuffling personnel. But I can promise you that we will get our HR director involved and we'll take a look at this. It may be something that benefits the city. As long as it benefits the city, both departments and the public, then we're happy to try to take a look at any recommendations. But I appreciate you bringing it forward.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.